Hello friends, welcome to the video series of maths for standard 9th. And here we are going to start the new chapter here, that is ratio and proportion. So the fourth chapter is ratio and proportion. You have already studied about ratio and proportion in previous classes, something about ratio and proportion. Now let me remind you what is called ratio. So ratio, first of all we'll see what is meant by ratio. Ratio is the comparison between the two or more in their quantities. Let's take one example. Suppose you want to make 1 cup of tea. How many of you knows this to make the tea? I don't know, but see. When you want to make 1 cup of tea, the solid ingredients which you are using, that is the sugar and tea powder. So if you are using sugar 2 spoons and tea powder 1 spoon for 1 cup of tea. Suppose, actually it differs for different persons, but if you are using such a way, 2 quantities, sugar and tea powder, in their quantity, that is 2 spoons and 1 spoon. If you want to make 2 cups, then what you will do? 2 cups you want to make, so sugar you will double, you will take 4 spoons. And tea powder will be 2 spoons. If you want to make 3 cups, then 6 spoons of sugar and 3 spoons of tea powder will be there. Correct? And then only the tea will be proper. So, to prepare the proper tea, we have to compare here 2 quantities. Sugar, how many spoons, and tea powder, how many spoons. Now let's see what is proportion. Let's take another example. So here the simple example of proportion is there. How much you know, don't know, but for preparing the laddus, we required solid ingredients like rava, ghee and sugar. Rava is also called semolina. So these 3 ingredients are there. Their particular proportion is there, then only the laddus are good or they are made properly. Okay. Now what is this proportion? It means if rava is taken 3 parts, then sugar should be 2 parts. If we take more, then laddus will be very sweet. If we take less, then laddus will be not sweet. Okay. But one more ingredient is ghee. That ghee should be 1 part or it may be 2 parts. If it is taken 1 part, then only properly this laddu preparation can be done. But if ghee is increased, then the laddu cannot be made properly. Means what? The 3 ingredients are here. These 3 ingredients in the particular quantity we should take to make one particular food item, that is laddu. So this is called proportion. This proportion should be there. All the 3 ingredients should be in that particular quantity. If it is not there in particular quantity, then there will not be proper preparation. So here I think you have got the idea about the proportion. Let's see the properties of ratio. First, the ratio of A and B is written as A is to B, where A is predecessor first term, B is successor, that is second term. A ratio with second term 100 is called as percentage. 2 quantities of the ratio must be of the same kind or they should have same units. Then only we can write the ratio. If both the terms in the ratio are multiplied or divided by a non-zero number, then the ratio remains unchanged. The last property is, that is the ratio is without unit. It is simply a number. Let's solve the examples depending on the properties of ratio. So here these examples are very simple one. The first question we'll see here, that is write the reduced form of the ratio of first number to second number or first quantity to second quantity. So here You have to see whether you have to write the ratio of first quantity or first number to second number or second number to first number. Here it is first number to second number. The first number, second number. Here this is first quantity, second quantity. Now here we'll see how to write the ratio. First of all, we'll write the ratio 72 is to 60, and this we have to reduce. So this reduction can be done by division. For division we have to use the number of which in the table we have learned this. Both the numbers are in the table of 12. Okay, so we'll divide here by 12. So let's divide it by 12. So 72 divided by 12 as well as 60 divided by 12. If we write here 12 6 are 72 and 12 5 are 60. So here we get the first term as 6 and the second term as 5. Here this 6 and 5 is not for the reducible, so this is the reduced form of the ratio. So finally we will write the answer here, that is 72 is to 60 is equal to 6 is to 5. Now if you see the second example here, the units are given there with the quantities or the numbers. 5 liters and 2500 ml, that is milliliters. So both of these units we have to make same, either liters or either milliliter. It will be easy to make both or convert this liter into milliliter. As 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter, this conversion will use, and 5 liters, that is 5 liters will write as 5 multiplied by 1000, that is 5000 milliliter. So here this 5 liter we can write in the milliliter, that is 5000. Now both of this second and this is the first number or quantity, they have same unit. So let's take ratio of them. Therefore 5000 milliliter to 2500 milliliter. That ratio we have to write. So let's write here 5000 upon 2500. Let's cancel this 0. Now 50 and 25 both are divisible by 25. So let's write them 50 and 25 divided by 25 itself. 25 2s are 25 1s are. So what is the ratio? 2 is to 1. So finally you have to write the answer of this, that is 5 liter is to 2500 milliliter is equal to 2 is to 1. This is your final answer. Like this way you can write the reduced form of the ratio. Let's see the next conversion here, that is ratio to percentage and percentage to ratio. So here two questions are there in this exercise or practice set. Let's see two different kind of examples in this. First one is there, convert the ratio into percentage. The ratio is given 15 is to 25. Let's write the ratio 15 is to 25 like that way in the form of numerator and denominator. Now this you have to write in the percentage. Percentage means, as the properties of the ratio you have seen that if the second term of the ratio is 100, then that ratio is called as percentage. So here the second term or second number we have to convert into 100. So how can we convert this 25 into 100? Just we have to multiply this 25 by 4. So the upper number, that is 15, also will multiply by 4, so that the ratio will not change. And therefore we'll have here 15 4s are 60 upon 25 4s are 100. So here the second term has become 100. So we can call it as ratio, that is percentage. So here we can write 15 is to 25. This ratio is in the form of percentage, it is written as 60%, and here the symbol of the percentage we can use. Now you see this example, 546 upon 600. 546 upon 600, here also we have to convert the second number into 100. So here simply, here we have multiplied. Here the number is bigger, so we can divide. If we divide this 600 by 6, we'll get 100. So 546 also we have to divide by 6. Let's do the division. So here first of all, we'll write the division by 6 and we'll get here in the second term will get 100. And 6 9s are 54, 6 1s are 6. You can see here the second term has become 100. And therefore we can say that it is the ratio which we can call as percentage, that is 91%. So here therefore you can write the answer ultimately 546 upon 600 is equal to 91%. In this way we can convert the given ratio in the percentage form. Now let's see how to convert the percentage form to reduced form of the ratio. So this 75 is to 100. Let's write it 75 upon 100 in the form of A upon B. Now we have to reduce this. Reduce this means we have to divide. So both of these numbers, they are in the table of 25. So let's divide by 25. 100 also divide by 25. So what will get? 25 3s are 25 4s are. Now whenever we'll convert the percentage into ratios, always we have to remember that we have to convert it into reduced form. So here 3 and 4, these numbers cannot be reduced further. Therefore the reduced form of this percentage, that is 75 is to 100, is 3 is to 4. Now here the ratio is given in this form where the second term is given 100. So we have to understand it is percentage. The example can be given in the form of this 6.25%. So first of all we have to write it in the form of percent. Now 6.25% means what? 6.25 out of 100. Second term is 100. So here now we have to write this ratio in the reduced form. First of all let's remove the decimal point. So if you want to multiply, then you can multiply by 100, or you can directly put this 2 zeros here. Decimal point can be removed. Both of these numbers you have to divide by particular number. So here if we divide by 25, both of the numbers are divisible by 25. So 625 upon 10,000 divided by 25. This is also divided by 25. 625 is the square of 25, as you know it. So we can have here directly division. We can write the answer is 25. And 25, let's divide to 100 first. 25 4s are, and this 0 0. Again we have to reduce it. So let's divide this by 25 again. So we'll get here 25 1s are and 25 16s are. So what is the answer of this? That is 1 is to 16. Okay. So here like this way we can have. So we can get here ratio, that is 1 is to 16. So 6.25% is equal to 1 is to 16. That is the reduced form of the ratio. In this example, the word problem is there, that is the ratio of Abha's age and her mother's age. The present ratio is 2 is to 5. Whenever the ratio is given, that time first of all we have to consider the common multiple of the ratio as x. So the first sentence, whenever the ratio is given, will have, that is the let the common multiple of the given ratio be x. What is the ratio? Ratio of Abha and her mother's present age is 2 is to 5. So Abha's present age will be 2x years and mother's present age, that is 5x year. Now from the given information, what is the information? At the time of birth of Abha, her mother's age was 27 years. Means difference between mother's age and Abha's age is 27 years. So what is mother's age? Present age 5x years. Minus Abha's present age 2x years. If we subtract it, what is that given? What is the difference between their ages? That is 27. So we'll get here 5x minus 2x is equal to 27. That equation will get. Let's solve the equation. We'll get x is equal to 9. And after substituting this in the Abha's age and mother's present age, we can get the present ages of Abha and her mother, that is 18 years and 45 years. Like this way we can use the given ratio, properties of the ratio, and solve the examples.